Before we start today, I would like to let everyone know that podcaster lives matter. Do you agree?
Do you really think anybody cares?
Nope. Do your intro.
Welcome to Rocket Anywhere, the podcast where I tell short, funny puns.
I'm Corban Garcia.
Why do we have to say our names all the time?
Oh,
It's like calling yourself a name.
We go over this every week.
You should just say me.
Let's get started with normal follow-up. So, big news. This came out.
Everything's big news for you.
Yeah, well, this came out 2 days after we recorded. Autopilot was not
We've
on.
only been in here for like 30 seconds, and I'm already sweating.
So, it's the man's fault. And I came up with a joke. Apparently, this man was watching Harry Potter or something on a DVD player inside his Tesla, and people are saying he should have watched the trailer instead. I'm sorry.
Wait, what did you say? What?
He should have watched the trailer instead.
Who? What?
The man, he crashed into a trailer. But to avoid crashing into the trailer, he should have watched the trailer to the movie instead.
What movie?
Let's get over it. 2.
That could have been a better joke.
Number 2. Avocados grow on short trees. We were wondering where avocados grow, and I looked at it, and they're sort of like shrubs, but tall like trees, but they're medium, so sort of short trees. Avocados grow like that. Next, I don't know why this is in follow-up, but for some reason we talked about pigeons last week. If you want to learn more about pigeons and how they live, listen to Surprisingly Awesome. It's a show from Gimlet, and it can be at gimlet.com or something like that. There'll be a link in the show notes. 3, we talked about mac and Cheetos. So, I found out what they are. So, I was wrong when I told you yesterday about what they were. So, this is it. They basically make macaroni and cheese, and they mold it in a mold into the shape of a huge Cheeto puff. Of a normal Cheeto puff. And then they fry it in a fryer, and then they coat it in Cheeto dust.
Dust.
Yeah, Cheeto dust.
Dust?
Yeah, and then they fry it again.
It's better said Cheeto sprinkles.
Whatever it is, they cover it in the Cheeto stuff, and then they put it in like a fry thing, and then they put like 6 of them in the thing, and they sell them to you. And that's at Burger King. So that's the mac and Cheetos. The Cheeto puffs stuffed with mac and cheese. Okay, next. We asked, where does the word soft drink come from? Soft drink refers to nearly all beverages that do not contain any amount of alcohol.
What's a beverage?
Beverage.
We'll pronounce it better next time.
Soft drinks refer to all drinks that do not contain alcohol. Drinks that do contain alcohol are called hard drinks. The term soft drink, though, is now typically used exclusively for flavored carbonated drinks. So now we know that. In other countries are also referred to as pop, minerals, and fizzy drinks. Can I have some minerals?
What?
I think it's in Ireland, they call soda minerals.
Oh.
It's weird. Okay, public service announcement. Bears, if you're ever out in the wild for some reason, if you find yourself there hunting for a Pokemon, bears are right-handed. This was found out by the 61-year-old Canadian man who fought one. By remembering that, and through boxing and something, fought this bear who tried to attack him. So, next time you're out, you accidentally fall off a cliff into a big forest while hunting for Pokemon on your phone, and you get into contact with the bear and you have to fight with it, remember that bears are right-handed. Any comments on people who play Pokemon?
I don't understand that.
This whole big craze of these people, it's basically this app that overlays, you basically walk around hunting for Pokemon, and using your camera translates whatever you're seeing and puts like Pokemon characters all over. We don't play video games, so we don't know any of this stuff.
No, I understand Pokemon, but I don't understand Pokemon Go.
It's an app for people's phones, and they walk around and they fall off cliffs and fall into oceans and lakes and find dead people. Okay, And we're going to talk about that. So, 5 headlines. Here we go. IKEA recalled its dangerous Malm dressers in China. The Swedish furniture giant is withdrawing 1.7 million drawers after safety concerns, after 6 children were crushed to death in North America when the dressers fell on top of them. So these dressers, these tall dressers, are just toppling over like bookshelves on the wall and crushing kids. They keep like toppling over and falling on people. And it's killed 6 people
Where?
in America. But they're recalling them in China.
Because they were made in China.
Yeah. Even though they're a Swedish company. 2. Goats use eye contact to communicate with humans. Like dogs, they try to catch our eyes when they need help to do something. So be like, can you please get the shoelace off the shoe so I can chew it?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at my jokes I'm reading.
The camera never tells the whole truth. While phones may provide more evidence, footage of police shootings is not enough to deliver accountability. Now, I think this is true because sometimes the phones, they don't record the whole thing, and when you see them all over the news and stuff, sometimes there was probably other stuff in it, and the news people probably cut out things so that it looks like the police people were doing something bad when they weren't. Just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come after me. Last, drones are dropping medicine-covered M&Ms in Montana. So they're dropping these huge things of M&Ms. It says the government hopes these candies thingies will save the endangered ferrets, black-footed ferrets, in Montana.
Ferrets eat M&Ms?
Well, they're trying to drop them to convince the ferrets to eat them, and then the medicine that they have outside of them, it'll let them eat it or something to help them. I don't know.
Oh.
On to our games section, starting off with Dad Joke of the Week. So, Sophia has been over there laughing this whole time. Not at what I've been saying, she's been laughing at her own jokes, so tell a joke.
9 out of 10 voices in my head are telling me that I am too fat. The last one is calmly preparing a bowl of chips. 2 toothpicks are waiting at the traffic light when a hedgehog comes by. They look at him silently, and then one toothpick says to the other one, "Huh, so I guess there's buses."
What? Huh? Now I get it. It's hilarious.
Okay. And then,
Not that hilarious.
late one night, a robber wearing a mask stopped a well-dressed man and stuck a gun in his ribs. "Give me your money," he demanded. Scandalized, the man replied, "You can't do this. I'm a U.S. congressman." And then the robber puts the gun away and he says, "Oh, well, in that case," he smiled, "give me my money."
That's pretty good. That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, wait, this one? I want to know if you get it. "I used to believe the brain was the most important organ, but then I thought, hey, who's telling me that?"
Huh.
Exactly.
A joke and a joke. Okay, I have 3 jokes here. So, I was looking at this shopping app. I'm not saying this. This is the joke, okay? So it says, so I was looking at the shopping app, and they had these smart lamps. And I asked my sister why someone would need smart lamps. Without even thinking, she said, because dumb ones aren't as bright. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Sure. 20 years ago, we had Johnny Cash, Bob Hope, and Steve Jobs. Now, we have no Cash, no Hope, and no Jobs.
Steve's gone. He's dead.
Yeah, and Johnny Cash and Bob Hope never existed.
No, they're real. Those are real singers.
They're singers?
Yeah. I
Their
don't know.
last name is Cash?
Yeah. Search it.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He doesn't have that line of sausages or something. He makes some sort of sausage. Well, I'll put it in follow-up next week. Okay, my second joke. At work today, an employee was complaining about having to wash a mirrored wall. I commented that she should be grateful for the work, as it is a time for great self-reflection.
Ha, 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 ha.
Uh-huh. Third, a teacher tells a kid name something that flies. The kid says, flies. Flies fly. That's what they called them because they were kept flying around and then flying. That's my opinion. Okay, let's move on to word of the day. My word, tweedle. 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 Please send in your definitions.
I have it right now.
What is it?
My left thumb's name.
No, your left.
Tweedle and dumb.
It's Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Well, that's his short name because he doesn't want to do 2 syllables.
No. You have any other ideas other than your thumb?
I tweedle a lot with my thumb.
Nope, that's not what I mean.
Yeah, because you tweet, except you're tweedling, so it's tweedling. I know, when you move your thumb around.
That's one definition. No. The official definition is to lure by or as by music. Basically, here's an example definition. The Pied Piper tweedled the children into following him. Tweedle, to lure. Or to produce a
My thumb is luring on the right one.
It also means to produce the high-pitched, modulated sound as a singer, bird, or musical instrument.
Or as a thumb named Tweedle.
Tweedle, the high-singing opera singer. Off the stage! Get off the stage! You're singing to an empty audience.
I'm singing to a microphone.
Okay, topic time. Okay, real quick, I want to talk. What are both our problems with kid shows these days?
What or what?
What do you think are some of the current problems with kid shows these days? Like on PBS and on those Sprout and all those places. What do you think are some of the problems? Including Noggin, Nick, and all those other cable shows that we don't probably know about.
I think there's no point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main big one. But also, they're expecting kids don't know things.
What?
They expect that kids don't know things and they keep going. They expect that kids don't know things and they keep just going over and over the same things and stuff like that. Because, like, Odd Squad was a pretty good show. And then now they brought in new actors and they're basically repeating everything they did in the first season, but advertising it as a new season. Think about it, because they keep redoing like the same episodes, multiplication, addition, subtraction. They're just redoing it with some more higher concept in it. I mean, I guess it's because some kids join the shows late, and then they expect them to have the knowledge base, and they don't, and then it's basically the whole show doesn't make sense to them. Have any other ideas?
I don't know.
Okay, well, this whole thing is based on today's main topic.
Why do you have today show is based on?
I don't know.
Why are you like that? It gets
know,
annoying.
I know it does. Mm-hmm. That's why you don't see our faces.
Yeah.
Unless you know us in real life. Mm-hmm.
Oh, those glasses. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah, we'll see. We might do a video with it on the Three Stooges. Best of Three Stooges thing that actually probably.
You've been saying that's been coming for like a whole entire month.
I'm working on that script. I'm working on it. I will have it
and
out.
these people think that we're working on editing it.
Oh no, we're just barely in the scripting process.
I know, that's how slow he works.
It won't be out until like September or so. But
what?
Till September, but
I don't work that slow.
Well, I work that slow. I got other priorities and things to do. But based on that topic we just said, we have our main topic today, which is we were
almost done.
No, it was based on this article I saw called it was saying that a study showed that kids have better emotional skills if they watch Danial Tiger's Neighborhood, the successor to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So I want to talk about, like last week we talked about Dora and Friends and stuff. Some people did not find that entertaining. So we're gonna talk about something most people know about, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and its transition into Danial Tiger's Neighborhood. So,
Have you ever heard one of your friends talk about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
A lot of shows I listen to talk about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And these people are like 60 years old. Or 20.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. Well, I mean, this is an interesting topic anyway. So,
Okay. Did you just hear what you just said? You
No.
just said. Okay, I said, do any of your friends talk about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? And you said yes, the guy who's 60 years old. You have a friend who's 60 years old.
no. The show I listen to. I'm not going to be buzz marketing names here.
Names?
I mean, lots of people know it. People watch it. It's one of the. It was, I think, the biggest TV show other than Sesame Street, which don't get me started on Sesame Street.
Everybody watches Sesame Street. Nobody watches Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Mr.
No,
Rogers.
I don't understand how people watch Sesame Street. It is the worst show you can ever watch.
Stop giving your opinion.
Yes, it is my opinion, and the show is very opinionated.
That's your part.
If you don't like my opinion, don't listen.
Don't listen to him. Listen to me.
What's your opinion?
I have no opinion.
Wow.
I have no opinion on anything.
That is an opinion.
I know.
That is an opinion that everyone will like.
Yeah.
That you have no opinion.
Uh-huh.
So, characters
I only
transition.
have an opinion if you give me an opinion.
The main problem with
And then all I do is repeat it and then forget it.
The main problem with Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood transitioning from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is Daniel Tiger in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood transitioned over to Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. So Daniel Tiger became Daniel Tiger Sr. and had a son, Daniel Tiger Jr. In the originals, Daniel Tiger lived where?
At the clock tower.
And now...
Well, wait, no, it didn't actually say that he lived there. It just said
No.
that he hung out there a lot.
No, he lived there. It's his home.
Oh.
Because he had all his belongings there in that episode. But
Oh.
now, in Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, what does Mr. Tiger do in the clock tower?
He just works there?
Yes. So, he used to live there, and now he has to work there. That doesn't make sense. Okay?
Well, you can't fit a whole family in a clock tower.
That clock tower must be huge if he goes there and there's a lot of people who work there.
No, he's the only one who works there.
Since when?
Okay, haven't you watched it? There's only one nurse, one bakery person, one grocery store person.
Yeah, that is a problem, but another thing is, in the original Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, almost every character except the humans got transitioned over. The only one human that got transitioned over was Mr. McFeely, the delivery man. And
No.
Yeah?
And that Miss Elena girl.
No, she was a puppet.
I know, but now she's a human.
Yeah, see, but she was a puppet human. The puppet was a human.
I know, but now it's a human.
Yeah. So,
Wait.
I mean, there are no puppets.
Well, yeah.
So, but the thing is, Mr. McFeely in original Mr. Rogers, he was a full-size human, and he was bigger than the puppets. But now he shrunk, and he's the size of the puppets, who have become animals.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if they have the owls. Well, they have X now. What happened to O?
No. In Mr. Rogers, it was X the Owl.
Yeah, X the owl. Well, what happened to him? He didn't transition over.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He's O the Owl's
Uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was in the owl or something like that. Well, I mean, I don't understand why he likes to read books now. Because in the original, he never wanted to follow instructions. He always wanted to do some stuff on his own.
That was the uncle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess so. But he would influence his nephew not to be reading books and stuff.
No, everybody has their own opinion.
Oh, fine.
And mind.
And, okay, going on, the other things
And heart.
are the songs they teach. The
Unless
one thing
you're
in
dead
there,
and then you transfer them over to somebody
if you
else.
have to go potty, stop and go right away, flush and wash and be on your way. Wait.
They forgot a lot.
Yes, they forgot a lot of things that we will not go into detail with. But they forgot a lot of things.
Yeah.
Cleaning. Who else? Because Baker Acre actually was not in the original Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, remember there was like this 1 or 2 episodes that this man would come over and he would say, I have this stuff from the bakery or whatever.
I don't remember that. But talking about that, the magic garden shrunk and the fruit stayed the same size. Because if you remember, when the lady went over there, she went over and the fruit was so tiny and sparkly. Well, now in Daniel Tiger's neighborhood, the fruit, because they have shrunk, well, the fruit is just the right size for all of them. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, so the garden shrunk and all that. And what happened to the fence around them?
it's still there.
I've never seen it.
Remember they say, in the opening or whatever,
Oh
when they
yeah,
enter the
yeah.
gate,
They
it's a
always
big
enter. It's
gate.
like a portal. He goes in with the trolley,
No, it's a big gate.
but it like swirls and stuff, sort of.
No,
Anyway, also the town layout is different. The layout, and there's a bunch of new royal.
it's not a town. It's an island.
It can't be an island because
It is. That's why
no,
there's water around it.
no, because how do the royal family have a big forest in the back of the yard?
It's not a forest. It's just a thing of trees.
Well, it looks like a forest to me. And then Daniel Tiger's house, he lives in a little hut now, and behind his hut is a beach. He's a beach house.
Exactly.
But it doesn't make sense because when they fly over the city in the intro all the time,
There's water.
I don't remember that.
Yeah? You need to watch it. You haven't watched it in like 2 years.
No, it hasn't even been out for 2 years.
Yes, it has.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Also, well, anyway, okay, if you're listening and you don't know, you are completely out in the blue and you don't know what, no, you're in the orange and you don't know what anything's going on here, go to pbskids.org.
What do you mean orange?
Yeah, because Daniel Tiger's orange, is yellowish.
Oh.
If you want to find out what we're talking about, search on YouTube for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Watch a bunch of
PBS Kids.
watch a bunch of old episodes of Mr. Rogers, the original
right.
series with the human, and then go over to
The
pbskids.org
human.
and watch and click videos and watch Daniel Tiger. It's
The other thing is that I understand that Prince Wednesday is their new son, but there was no Prince Thursday.
he died. Maybe
Yeah, probably.
tragic death on the trolley,
Yeah.
like the Tesla.
Because in the old Mr. Rogers, there was a Prince Tuesday and a Prince Thursday, and then Queen Monday and no, it was Queen Sunday, I think.
I mean, over everything, the one thing that baffles me is how does the whole city rely on one piece of transportation? The only bike in the city is Mr. McFeely's bike. And the only other thing other than that is
Because
the trolley.
everything's so close, you can walk. Didn't you watch the one where Daniel can walk to the what is it called, palace?
Well, I mean, they're next door neighbors.
And
Of course
he
he
can
can
walk.
walk.
He can walk to Katarina's house, and he can walk to Al's house,
That's just 2 houses over.
and he can walk to the merry-go-round place, whatever.
Katarina and O live in the same tree.
The merry-go-round place.
That's just 1 house over. That's just 4 blocks.
Exactly. Those are all the houses.
Oh. Then I
And then the
understand
clock
why
tower's
trolley
in the middle.
infrastructure. Okay.
And then after you go around the clock tower, it's all the bakery and the nurse. The hospital, and the.
Oh, that hospital, the doctor scares me.
What I don't understand is that they don't have any restaurants. Oh wait,
Think-
yes they do.
Think of something happy and you won't feel your vaccination. And they only have only one restaurant in town. And another thing, there is no store. If you think about that,
What do you mean?
there's no grocery store.
Oh yeah, they just somehow appear with groceries.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
I mean sometimes they go pick their strawberries and stuff for breakfast.
no. There was this one with the grocery store, except they didn't show who worked there.
I don't remember that.
It was because Daniel was asking to get cookies or something.
That's Baker Acre or something.
No,
Because they went to Baker Acre to pick up the cake mix.
no cookies.
Well, do we have anything else to say about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
No, what I don't understand is that how come there's like so little people? There's like characters. There's
It
only
is a
like
tiny population.
12. Because
Well,
there's Katarina, there's O, X,
because
Katarina's mom.
if there was more people, then it would
Oh,
become confusing for all the kids who were watching.
what's Katarina's mom's name?
Katarina.
So it's Katarina and Katarina?
That would be weird, but yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then, so how did that, what's his name? The sailor? The tiger sailor?
The grandpa, he's Grandpa Joe or something.
Grandpa Joe.
He's apparently the Tiger family is Irish, according to the Danial Tiger Wikipedia. And the one thing I was telling Sophia is the kid who plays Daniel Tiger is 15. You hear his voice, you're like, that doesn't sound like a 15-year-old, but it is. Anything
Anyway,
else?
No. So, if Daniel Tiger's dad right now was Daniel Tiger, the real Daniel Tiger, then where'd
He
the
is.
grandpa come from?
The grandpa was there in one of the original episodes of Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. The Daniel Tiger in the clock tower, as the puppet said, "My father is coming to visit me," and Daniel Tiger's parents came once, and they took him on a tour of the neighborhood of Make Believe, in the little carriage.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the grandma?
Never had her on. Maybe she died. Probably. But also, what happened to the original school students who lived in the mole's house? Remember, so the school
Yeah.
was in the mole house. What happened to all those other people? And what happened to Westwood, Eastwood, Northwood?
Yeah. Now, how come this one's called the neighborhood of make believe? If it's supposed to be Southwood.
No, the Southwood is known as the neighborhood of make believe. Each one has its own thing, because I think it was Eastwood is the neighborhood of music where they had the music concerts.
No, Westwood was music.
Oh, Westwood was music. Eastwood was where they have government issues and stuff.
No, Northwood was they had food.
It was
like
vacation.
Parties.
Like it was vacation, art, stuff like that. And West or East was music. I don't remember which was which. But yeah.
See, and the thing is, the neighborhood of make believe has a king, and then Westwood has a mayor.
Yeah.
I
mean,
and Northwood has a president.
that's I mean, that's how sort of it is over in Europe. Can't count the UK inside of Europe now, so I have to say the UK and Europe. I mean, I had to make that distinction. I'm sorry if I ever say, there's two types of, now, because of the Britain exiting Europe, there's two types of accents now. There's the English accent and the British accent.
I thought they were already separate things.
No, they weren't. But now, because of the exit, there are two separate things. I never realized that.
Yeah, because British is faster a little bit, and then English is
American.
slower.
And the English accent is more.
It's slow and really
oldish.
tall.
Yeah. Like the book. Sophia's reading old Charles Dickens books. So, I guess that's it for today. A little bit of announcements. Don't forget to share the show with friends and family and other people. And if you're interested, share your favorite episode. You can just, wherever you're listening, just take the link. You can go to rta.space. We bought, instead of .com or .org or one of those normal ones, you can send people to RTA, the letters RTA dot space, and that counts as a website. And
because we're a rocket to anywhere in space.
Yes, and if you want,
it's not a space bar, by the way.
Yeah, just SPAC. And if you want anything we mentioned today, SPACE. Anything we mentioned today, any show notes, the Gimlet Surprisingly Awesome Podcast, the Tesla story, all that sort of stuff, that's at rta.space/blog. And if never before you've seen any of our comedy videos, which there are 2 of, and there are 2 more of them.
You're promoting private. 2.
Yeah, 2 videos.
2.
2, yes.
How are you
2.
proud of that?
Well, because we could have 0, and then I had nothing to promote.
Yeah, I would be more proud with 0, because this thing has been on for I don't know how long, and we only have 2 videos.
We've only had it since January.
Go down. We started
we
making
made
videos last summer.
No.
Yeah? That's why we
Oh.
have all those extra element videos.
No, we started Extra Elements, which was our side project that the public does not know about, but now you do. We started Extra Elements in January with 5 Types of Beer by Garage Sales.
Garage sales.
Yeah, Garage Sales. Okay, show notes are at
We slur all words
rta.space/blog. And we will see you week after next, which will be pre-recorded because Sophia will be off at camp and will probably be back asleep on the bus.
There's a problem that I have.
What?
There's people who talk like so softly. They talk so softly, and they can hear people so softly.
Sensitive ears. That's it.
No, but like there's this kid, and I always have to ask them to repeat
Like,
what
speak
they're
up,
saying
yeah.
like 10 times.
Yeah, sometimes when I don't hear, I'm like, yes, and I don't know what I'm saying yes to.
No, but the thing is, that particular kid, they ask for an actual certain reason, and if you say yes, then they're gonna be like, why didn't you do it?
Okay, well, the fans are trying to break in down the doors and all that stuff, and I'm very thirsty, and I'm gonna drink
hungry.
some crisp, refreshing, purified, natural spring water.
Spring water.
Yep. So,
It springs your vocal cords.
everyone, goodbye. Have any compliments,
Goodbye.
concerns,
Next
all
time.
sorts of
no,
stuff?
No. Goodbye. Until next time. That doesn't make sense.
Want to leave your opinion on not having an opinion? Send that to @RTA Show on Twitter or Rocket to Anywhere Show.
Wait, what?
Have an opinion on not having an opinion. Send that all in. Links below. All that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Wait. You can't just say goodbye.
Let's end with a song. It's such a good feeling to be with family and friends. It's such a happy feeling when you're lending a hand. And when you wake up ready to say, I'll think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, that I'll be back when the day is new.
And I'll be back when the day is new.
And I'll have more
ideas for you.
And we'll have things we'll want to talk about. I will too. Ugga mugga.